Yeah, no, I think it is. that didn't really work out as how I wanted
you know
it
what?
to.
That's perfectly fine. Things happen sometimes.
You know what? I told Matt before we started. I'm like, we're using his mic, but I still want to talk into mine because I feel like
Professional.
this is $40 from now.
This is 160 from Best Buy.
And I just want to talk into it because it feels more like an actual...
It makes him feel like a host.
Exactly. No, that's why I said in the Jenna podcast or whatever.
It makes you feel like a host?
And literally, she was like, yeah, you're like Steve Harvey. I'm like, yeah, I'm like Steve Harvey, like the albino version.
Jesus.
If Steve Harvey was born in North
Dr.
Carolina.
Phil. I'm the Steve Harvey version of Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil was an actual legend.
The Dr. Phil version of Steve Harvey, I guess.
How did he become like such a meme?
How did Dr. Phil or Steve Harvey?
Like both.
Well, Steve Harvey became a meme after he like announced that winner of the
Miss America.
yeah, when he announced the winner wrong. So that's when he became a meme. Dr. Phil became a meme when it was that one girl that was on
Catch Me Outside
girl,
and then literally everyone
and then
else.
everything else, every other time that a child has been sent to the Dr. Phil ranch, because that's now
To the
a meme.
ranch.
To the ranch
With him.
Jeez.
Yeah, I guess we'll just transition. So yeah, hey guys, what's up? I'm here with my partner in crime since 2011, 2012.
2012.
This is Matt brought this by. So I was talking to Maddie the other day, and she wants a continuation from our University Stories video about the letter that
I received from that girl that shall not be named.
But yeah, he was digging through. This is a photo of us. You can tell obviously which one is which. So
yeah, I'm the shorter one. Zach's the taller one with the glasses.
Yeah, obviously it's the other way around. But I was telling Matt, I'm like, I genuinely think I was like 5'2".
You were not even 5 foot.
I was not even 5 foot in that.
You're at my shoulders there, bud.
Like, I can't believe it.
Tiny guy.
Literally, you know what? I could definitely be. Oh yeah.
Also,
I could definitely be classified as a midget.
He was our valedictorian, wearing his little lime suit.
With a tie that doesn't even match.
Exactly.
It's a
and
great tie.
He stood up in front of 100 people and read his speech. Oops, someone's calling me.
We got an Amber Alert.
Oh, it's not okay. So here's a new discussion.
Oh, an Amber Alert.
We just got a live Amber Alert while we were going. So
Yeah.
let's figure out what happened. So
it's. Do you want to read it out?
Let's have you read it out because you have the microphone to your face. It makes you look more legit.
So it's Ethan Montinez.
Monte.
A 5-year-old male, 41 pounds, 3 feet, in a Batman pajamas, and Mother Juliet. Wait, should we be really saying their full? Mother Juliet Muhammad, 47.
The answer is
130
yes.
pounds. 130 pounds, 5 foot, blue shirt, leggings, whatever. They were last seen in Ontario in a 2003 gray Toyota Matrix. So yeah, if you see any of that information, this video is obviously not going to go out today, but it looks like a child abduction. Bro, that's been happening a lot.
That's the third Amber Alert I've had since 2019, and before then I don't recall ever having an Amber Alert ever.
And well, they just recently did it on the phones because I think people were turning off their TVs because they didn't want to hear it.
I guess so then.
No, it's been this is kind of like a depressing thing, but yeah, it's been happening like a lot.
Yeah, jeez.
I'm like, Jesus Christ. But anyways, yeah, Matt's just a little intro on him. Matt's been my best friend since 2000. I would say
it was
grade 8.
It was grade 8. Yep.
So we've known each other for going on 6 years, which is kind of nuts.
Fuck, 6 years. Excuse my language.
Oh my Lanta.
Holy fudge.
Yeah, it's been going on for a little while. So, and you came to our school in that year, and just like the conversations we've always been like huge academic guys. We cared a lot about school, but we've always been very competitive because we sat beside each other. So any test we got, we'd be like, yo, what'd you get? And we're just like comparing marks.
You know what you didn't tell me? He never went to me and went, what'd you get in math class?
Because
he never do that in math class.
Well, yeah, because you're the far superior one, obviously.
Yeah, just gonna toot my own clown nose.
Yeah, you got what, like
horn.
140%?
I was getting like 96, 98, 99% on like all the tests. I remember in the math test that we took in grade 8, I would like there'd be like a bottom question and it'd be like, explain how you got to your answer. And I would write it, it's like a quarter page that they give you to answer, and I'd write that whole quarter page, flip the test backwards, and then write like a another full long page about how I found my answer to
Oh
how
my
many
God.
fish that Timmy caught in the well when he was stuck in there.
Yeah, like random ass questions like that. Like,
Yeah, it was.
if
it
a
was
train
so
is
dumb.
going towards Sally at 49 miles an hour,
How many zebras are running along Africa?
it would literally make no sense.
Oh,
if Timmy
God.
has 4 cookies and Sally has 19 oranges, calculate the mass of the sun.
You know what?
Using a protractor. Like, what?
I'm not gonna lie. Some of my favorite memories from like math tests in general, though, is because our teacher always went and took like our names and threw them into like the word problems. And
Incorporated
stuff like that.
into
so
the
I
question.
always felt cool when my name Matt popped up on a test, and I was like, yeah, let's frickin' go.
That's how you knew, like, you
That's
were...
how you knew you were cool.
yeah, you were either cool or, like, super close with the
Cool
teacher.
in school, yeah.
You were cool in school. Cool with a K.
I know that your I don't remember my question, but I remember your question actually had something to do with fishing, which is kind of funny.
Wait, for what?
It was for math.
Oh,
it was
for
a,
one
it
of the
was a word
questions?
problem, and it had to do with fishing for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
It's
That was, like,
just one of the ones I
very
remember.
specific one.
Yeah, I know.
oh,
But it's
shit.
like, yeah, and I think maybe Kyle might have gotten on one, like Kyle Bowlers, and his was on hockey, if I remember
Oh,
right.
yeah.
But
He plays for the Austria Generals now. They actually just got beat out at the 3rd round. But
yep, I had just heard about
Yeah,
that
yeah.
actually the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good guy, though. Yeah, really good guy. But no, we got some topics that we want to kind of talk about, and so yeah, how we first met. Do you actually remember how we first met? I don't really remember I remember like the early days, but I don't remember exactly like. I'm Zach. I'm Matt. How you doing?
It was grade 8. We were in a homeroom or whatever, getting new assigned seats or whatever, and it was a table that was in like the back corner of the
Yeah.
room.
I think we just
and
got
it was
paired
you and me sat next to each other, and I think Alex Yuha sat right here in
Yeah.
like an L shape. I don't know why I just gave his full name.
It's
You can bleep that out or whatever.
I'm
when
gonna
the
have to
thing-
edit
It's
this.
up to you. Yeah, it's in like an L-shaped thing. I don't remember who sat here. I think it was like.
I think it was Alex or Katie.
Well, no, because there was another table in this one I remember where it was
Oh.
me, Shane, you, and Katie because you did that to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain that?
Oh,
He just
gosh.
pointed to his finger. So
See, I doubt it can pick it up, but we'll try it. If it focuses on my finger here,
anyways, it's
it's
basically
not going to. There's lead in my.
It's
my
a
finger,
black dot
graphite
and-
black dot thing.
So I just remember this vividly. Our favorite game to play, I guess we just have a lot of time in class. It was it two truths and a lie, or one truth and a lie, or something?
Well,
or?
2 truths and a lie, or 2 lies and a truth.
We used to fluctuate. So that's I think how we actually got to know each other.
Yeah.
Because I think we generally just like, yo, what's your
Well,
name?
it's just
and,
like
what's up?
when you're in elementary school and you're put into like these seating plans, you kind of just have to socialize with the people that you're around, or you don't talk at all. It's one of the two.
Yeah, you're
'Cause
just you're there.
You're
completely quiet.
in your homeroom class first of all for like most of the time in the day for like your basic math, English, and science classes or whatever classes that you have.
And then the bullshit ones like drama.
Yeah, and you
music.
get your own classrooms for, and you can do whatever. But yeah, you're
Yeah.
chilling with these people for most of the time, and other times it's like group
You're a rapper.
yeah.
Group rep up.
Yo, group projects. Nope. Nah. For group projects, it's really easy for a teacher to just go and say, this table is a group, that
Right.
table's a group, that table's a group. So you get to know your people fairly good, I'd say. And that's just how it started. And then we clicked, I guess. And then, yeah, from there we started to just, when we were picking groups for people,
We were just like-
hey, you want to be a group? Yeah, sure. Let's go
Yeah.
record that thing. January comes along. I'm standing outside in the cold for 3 hours, and my feet are frozen. And this guy's just driving by from his new hockey game he just got back from
I felt
in a warm car. But anyway, I was gonna say before we get onto that, the story about the finger thing. There was one time. It was probably about.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
It was probably about April or May, or like getting close to the end of our grade 8 year, and I was sitting in probably the most memorable seating plan that I had in all of grade 8, which was Shane, the guy that's in my videos to my left, and then myself, and then Zach was here, and then this girl Katie was sitting next to Zach as well.
Yeah.
And we all got along pretty well, I'd say, overall as like a group table wise.
Even though she was like one of the, I don't know, she was like very pretty. She was one of the pretty girls. But,
Yeah, okay, but
But
she also watched, I think, The Walking Dead at that
So
point.
that-
and
yeah,
were
that's how we
also all
clicked,
talking
right?
about Walking Dead in our
Yeah.
group table or whatever. So, but yeah, no, there was one time where it was like lunch or some like extra, just do your work period or something like that.
Yeah.
And I just kept singing Christmas songs over and over again for no reason, like Jingle Bells or like other things like that.
Okay.
And Zach was just getting really annoyed at me.
I don't remember this. Okay.
I remember this. You were just like, you were getting like annoyed, but like jokingly annoyed, like Matt, stop singing or whatever.
Yeah.
And
because it was like what?
well, I was gonna say, for some reason I was singing and I had my pencil in my hand and I had my hand just like this. I was like tapping on like my fingers or something like that to like the rhythm of the beat.
Yeah.
And then I remember you grabbed the closest thing to you, which was Katie's pencil case at the time.
Which was...
And you just kind of like hucked it at me like without really much thought, much aim or anything like that. And it knocks into my hand, and my hand ends up going into my finger.
Yeah.
With the pencil sticking in it. And then at first you're just laughing and stuff, and I'm just laughing, and I'm like, yo, I think it's actually my finger. And you're,
and
like,
then
you're like, no, it's not. And I was like, yes, it is, watch. And I let go of it, and it was just like dangling. And so like we're hitting it and stuff like that, and it's just like moving back and forth, and I'm like, dude, it's in my finger. And then Zach was just like, bro, yo, I'm so sorry. And he's like, you should go tell... Our teacher's name was Miss Glover, so you should go tell Miss Glover that. And I'm like, nah, it's fine, I'll just take it out. And I took it out or whatever, and it just casually was just bleeding. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not going to wash this out. It's fine. And then...
Typical guy thing. Like, I'll be fine.
It healed, and then I had this, like, black mark that's, like, just been there from, like, the graphite or the lead, and it's been there for 6 years.
I even told Matt, I'm like, yo, just wash it off, man.
Well, no, it's not even a wash.
It's not even, like, it's
not even a wash thing.
It's
under, yeah, it's under my skin. It's in some layer between the bone and the skin, and I don't know where, but it's there.
That was just, like, one of, like, what? 15 stories that I would say we had.
That's one of 15 very memorable ones. Very memorable ones,
yeah.
Yeah.
That I can just remember off the
like
top of my head.
That's one that I'll remember as I'm dying, and I'm just like laying in my bed and I'm just looking at my finger, and my finger's gray. It's like the scars. Like you always remember your stories behind your scars. Like there's one that I have here on my hand. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see probably in this. Oh, where is it? There it is.
Okay,
it's right there in this light. That's from sheet metal in grade 9. Similarly.
Oh, when we had to. For the toolboxes.
Yep.
You had to cut. Oh, man.
Yep. Similarly, I was putting my sheet metal away, and one thing that if you don't know about sheet metal is it's really sharp, so you gotta be really careful with it.
Yeah.
And I was putting it away or whatever, and as I picked up like everyone else's sheet metal and put it away too, because I was just a nice guy, you know. Hashtag nice guy.
Nice guy.
And then I ended up cutting my wrist open from it, like a little bit of it, not too much. It's a fairly small scar. You can't really see too much of it, but it's maybe like nothing longer than like an inch or so.
What, 2 inches? Yeah, 1 inch.
Yeah, give or take. And I ended up slicing that bit open, I remember. And there was a TA in my class because we had a couple of challenged people in my class, so she was like looking after them. She saw that I had sliced my wrist open. She was like, you should go wash it out and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, I'll be fine. I just need like a piece of paper to cover it up. I just need a piece of paper to cover it up. So it's just like... I just kind of like, kept like towels on it. And she asked me at one point, like, did you wash it? Because she kept on like getting me to go wash. And at one point I just said, yeah, I did. Because I didn't want her to annoy me anymore. Yeah. But it was dark blood. Like it was a proper.
I think that means like you're healthy too.
That it was dark blood?
Yeah.
I'll take that it's healthy. Sure. Why not? It's healthy to slice open your hand.
Yeah, just going back. So that was in grade 9. I don't know if I had grade 9 tech with you. Or...
We had nothing in high school together. It's not even a question of did I have this with you and did I not have this
we just
with you.
Know
we
for
just
sure.
never had a single class in high school together.
Which is surprising because you would think that like we would not
talk.
We would not. I think we talked like pretty frequently.
Yeah, no, it was like lunchtime, like in grade 12 especially, actually.
Yeah.
Because we all used to just go to the math clinic or whatever just to go chill.
Gang.
Yo, when we
we
tossed
were the
those
coolest
apples
kids
up there.
Coolest kids. Wait, do you want to talk about that too?
Gosh, tossing the apples and everything and just all of the garbage on top of the top cabinet in the corner.
So, back in high school, we were like the coolest kids, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
And we used to, so what the thing was, if you went to math clinic every lunch period, you would get like 1% or something.
There was like if you go to math clinic 40 times and get it like signed off by teacher, your grade increases by 1% or something like that. So if you went to like we did the math on it at one point. If you went to like every single math, what is it called? Math clinic. I forgot what that was called for some reason there.
Like it's a hospital.
Yeah, if you went to the math clinic like all the times in the year, your grade would go up by 4% for free. So like you could technically get like 104%.
Yeah,
which was like the goal
which is
from a couple people.
It's not bad.
Omar.
Omar, smart kid.
Jeez.
One of our smart guys that we know.
Yeah. But no, yeah. So they would go and do that. But then I never went to go do math homework. I just went for a place to go eat, and all my buddies were there. So I'm like,
because the calf was always so full, and you're just so loud, and you're like, I just want to talk, and you're like, have to yell.
I think I went through the entire 4 years of high school without going and actually sitting down to eat in the calf once, in like a proper lunch period. Because the first year,
I went there a couple. I
used to go out to like Subway with Dan, but I never bought Subway because I used to think it was terrible. But I changed my mind completely now. I love Subs.
Subway is very nice.
Underrated.
Mr. Sub, not that bad. The one in Oshawa sucks ass. The one in
Fair
Port,
enough.
very good.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I haven't had Mr. Sub, so I would not know, but
Okay.
I'll take it for sure.
Yeah.
Just because like the Mr. Sub that we have here is like not even that far from the two Subways that you can get, one in Home Depot and one across the street from it. So it's like, might as well go to Subway.
Yeah, whatever one's closer and whatever one's better.
But yeah, no, I was gonna say 9th grade I used to spend my lunches mainly outside on like that path that I used to go to with like Josh and Kyle and Daniel and Aaron and them.
Yeah.
And then we started going to math clinic in grade 10, and then I got a girlfriend, so I kind of left you guys for 3 years.
yeah, he left us for
I left him
3
for
years.
I was gonna say I was part of the grade 10 math clinic for like the first couple months, and then in like November I was dating someone, so I started to go to the tech room instead with the computers, and I used to eat lunch with her, and I ate lunch with her all throughout the rest of grade 10, so like 8 months, all through my 11th grade year, and she was older than us by 1 year, so in grade 12 I had to go back to the math clinic with the boys, and they used to make fun of me.
Yeah, we just clowned him all the time.
Oh yeah.
You're like, oh, now you want to come back to us?
Yeah,
now you want to come back?
Your girlfriend's not.
What
in
do we
high
chop
school
liver?
anymore.
What's going on?
Well, all I'm saying is that I'm not dating this girl no more, and we're still talking. So there you go. That shows something.
Right?
Friends first.
Friends
That's
first,
what
for
I
sure.
stand by.
I also read the stat the other day. I don't know if it's how much it's true or it's not even real stat, but if something lasts, or if a friendship lasts more than like 6 or 7 years, it's probably gonna last forever.
Yeah, that's.
I was
gonna say I think I've heard something similar.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
I was gonna say that's most of my life so far. It's most of my life that I can remember at least.
Yeah.
But like my earliest memory that I can think back to is like 5th grade. And that's like
Really?
Well,
I can think back to like kindergarten.
Yes and no. Like I could probably think of like a couple memories from like earlier than that, but like I'm talking like proper like memories that stick with you. And it's like what's the earliest thing you remember? Boom. First thing that comes to mind for me, it's 5th grade.
Really?
It's weird.
Oh, dude, I have a really good memory about dumb things. Like, I'll just real quick. Back in kindergarten, I remember when we first got like computers, like huge desktop computers, and we were playing on them and whatever. And then anyways, I grew up in like another kind of small, I almost said village, another small town, like in Ontario. And our teacher, Mrs. Chadwick, was a very, very nice old lady. And then we had a bunch of girls in my class, and me and my best friend Johnny. There was like this girl in front of us, and she just wore like just such tiny clothes, and it was like a little bit of her underwear was showing.
No, this is in kindergarten.
And wait.
This is in like
2002. Listen. No, a little bit of her underwear showing, and they're just like brown.
No.
There was a little bit of brown, and me and Johnny were like, Sally shit her pants.
A second one? Please tell me this is the update saying that they found. Wait.
Did they found it?
Wait, I'm so confused. This is the same one.
Oh, it's the same one. It's probably just like an update though.
Ethan, wait, was it Ethan last time?
Yeah. Oh, this is just the second one. This is one that's in French though.
Well, that's what I thought at first. But it also says blue shirt.
Oh.
And leggings and boots with fur and brown coat. I don't think that is in French.
Oh, okay. Because you can actually read it.
The bottom part is French.
I think it's just like the exact same though.
I guess.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it's the brother, and then I was like, oh damn, this is going down.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so this girl in our kindergarten class shit her pants, and we were like making fun of her. That was one of the, and then just like hanging out with them in the playground and whatever. But honestly, like it was honestly like a good time. I had a pretty good childhood, and I actually wanted to be like an NBA basketball player. And then
when
from the
when
ages,
you were ranked silver in basketball in like the bronze, silver, gold leagues that we were split into in grade 7 and 8, I was in silver.
I was on the basketball team in grade 7 and 8.
Oh well, you know what? Weren't you also part of the badminton thing in 7 and 8, or at some point, and like 6 other things?
That's another topic we had. I was in so many clubs. I was on the badminton team, the soccer team,
oh god,
the basketball team.
Jesus.
I was on the choir. I was on the choir club. I was part of the tech club. That like we set up the assemblies.
You were in the choir club.
Yeah.
Sing.
No
sing
shot.
Sing
no
for
shot.
the audience.
No shot.
I
was in the talent show.
You were in the talent show to sing.
And I sang. Did you not remember?
No, I was
in
here for
grade 8
that.
and I sang.
You did?
Yeah, that Uncle Cracker song. I sit out
Maybe I just
on a
didn't. Maybe I just
narrow
didn't
way.
go to that. I'm trying to think.
Many years. No, we were all forced to go.
Really?
Yeah, and the
What
funny
was
thing
I
is,
doing then? I just didn't go,
I think
or
you-
I just don't
You were
remember
sick
it.
a lot, probably.
I wasn't even that sick. No, there's no way.
You were sick at crucial moments, like our Rube Goldberg machine.
Yeah, which is the next story that we'll get into.
But no, yeah, I sang Uncle Cracker's, whatever that song is. Like, I sit out on a narrow way many years ago.
Jeez.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé. Yo, Zach Dunn. Oh man, we got some great topics. So yeah, Rube Goldberg machine. Rube Goldberg was a professor or scientist or mathematician or whatever
Stick with
that-
scientists because that's the closest thing.
that was famous for creating these contraptions that, you know, like you see
do
on
every
online.
day. They do. It's basically things that do everyday tasks but more complex. So there's like you set it up to where there's like 1,000 things that happen, but it's all just to squirt like toothpaste onto a toothbrush.
Oh, yeah.
like simple tasks.
Yeah.
That are over complicated.
Like, imagine the opening scene to Back to the Future. You remember when Doc Brown has all those things just to pour the can of food?
Exactly.
For Einstein?
That is a perfect example of
Right?
what a Rube Goldberg machine is.
So basically, we had to complete one of those, and we actually have a video that I still haven't edited yet. Basically, we just like reviewed old videos that I had on my Samsung Galaxy Ace. Oh no, did we do the Rube Goldberg or did we do the other project where we had to sell something?
when we're selling something is different. That's a different.
Oh.
Those are two different projects.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but did we film a video with us react or like watching both projects or just the one?
We filmed a video of us watching the sell your product thing. I did not know of a video existing of
The Rube Goldberg?
No.
Dude, I have like so much video of that.
I don't
of us
have-
building it, and then the next
The
day.
only thing
when
I
we-
remember is the only thing I remember you guys telling me about, not even remember
Oh, yeah, you were
being
sick.
there, was the whole ping ponging incident or whatever, or
Oh.
tennis ball or whatever it
Oh
was.
god, dude, it was okay. So basically, what happened was we set up our contraption, and it just didn't work like the first like 4 times, and it was supposed to work the first time or you failed, but elementary school, what we're 12, like 12, 13, and we
Well, it
worked on
wasn't
this thing.
It wasn't a fail. It was like you get like 10% off your mark each time it fails. And then it's like to a maximum of 3, and then the teacher just goes, "Okay, we'll move along," and you get a 70 for putting in the effort.
Is that what it was?
Like it's more than half the project is just being able to do it, and so it's like
Oh shoot.
it was pretty easy to pass still. Like realistically, yeah, you're not gonna fail a kid for not being able to do. Like they're complex machines.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think we only actually had to have like 10 interactions or something like that, where a different object had to actually go between. But people do this with like thousands of objects, and it just blows my mind. It is actually the coolest thing to watch. Go look up like proper Rube Goldberg machines on
Yeah.
YouTube. Blow your mind instantly. Nowhere near what we actually ended up making.
Like yeah, we had like a ping pong bounce off a book to a DVD off,
I remember.
off a bongo,
I remember.
off a
I
drum
remember
set.
this. We had a slant to start off with,
Oh god.
and we had a ball, and we put the ball in, and the ball would start like rolling down the slant. And as it came to like the bottom of this, like this is the mains parts. I remember it came to the bottom of the slant. It bounced off one drum, hit another drum that was angled.
Yeah.
And then that's all I remember. I don't even remember what the end goal of our thing was. I just remember when it hit all 3 of the drums, all of us would clap up or jump up and clap like seals because we were amused at the fact that we set it up that it hit all 3 drums.
Clap like seals.
Clap like, have you ever seen seals clap? They go
Well,
like,
yeah,
arf,
but, like-
arf, arf. That's how it, like we were mindless
I don't know why.
12-year-olds that were excited over the fact that a ball hit 3 drums without touching the ground.
I remember we literally spent like 5 hours. Like hours and hours.
More than 5.
It was,
Way
like-
more than 5, I remember.
Oh
And
yeah.
then
Yeah, that's actually true.
it was the most like ghetto setup though too, because it's like we had to like tape everything together because we were like we didn't want to measure specifically how far everything was, so we ended up like getting like pencils and like sticking it onto like the bottom of the ramp and sticking it into like the drum and like
Yeah.
taping them together to keep the distance similar so that we could always succeed it. It was so dumb. So dumb.
It was probably one of the hardest projects I've ever worked on.
It was one of the toughest, but it's also probably the most memorable project that I've ever done
Yeah.
in grade school.
And
Easily.
that's when you guys showed me like Filthy Frank.
Yeah.
And that's when I like I mean, I've been watching YouTube for 10, 12 years now. And,
geez, you know.
But no, that's when you guys got me into Filthy Frank, and I was like, this guy is insane.
Yeah.
Like, welcome to the rice fields. I'm like, oh
Jeez.
my. But now he's into music now, right?
Yeah, he does a lot more music stuff now than he does
good for him for branching
parody
out.
stuff. So you know what? Yeah.
He's
as I say, follow what your passion is, and if it's not making Welcome to the Rice Field videos, it's music. So.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, good for him for sure. But yeah, just going on. We had this class. It was like drama. Obviously, a lot of people took it. You took it all through 4 years.
I took it all through 4 years and 1 year of university.
And you were the main guy. You were the main guy like in the play.
Yep,
right?
for all
4
3 years that I did plays in high school. Yeah, it's actually quite interesting because if you look at this guy was known in our school for being the announcements guy.
Yeah.
And the talent show hosts for 2 or 3 of them.
I think I did 2.
You did 2?
Yeah,
okay.
I did 2.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I couldn't remember
fun.
if it was 2 or 3, but he was the host for majority of the ones that we were in high school for.
Yeah.
And so he did that, and that's where everyone knew him from. And then I did all the major school plays and things like that, and I was always the lead in every single one that I did, which I think I did 4 or 5 of them. And so the people that went to that knew me there a lot. And then also on top of that, when you're going into high school and you have to pick one of 3 arts classes or whatever to get your art credit, you do either visual arts, grade 9 drama, or grade 9 music. And so give or take a third of every incoming year new students would take the drama class.
Yeah.
And they'd get my teacher that used to teach me, and he would show them my exam performance as like this is like a 100% exam performance type, like.
Wait, they filmed it?
Yeah, my teacher filmed it. I have it on YouTube. We could watch it right now if we wanted to.
No way.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I love it so much. I go back every now and again. It has like 500 views or something like that. It's on a separate channel.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, that
I'm
one has
so
500, and then I have a couple other plays that I've done that have, the one with 3,000 views almost, the Chico's Monsters one that's on my channel.
Yeah.
And then there's the last one that I did in high school, which is my personal favorite, that's on my backup channel.
Bro, I mean, you have more channels than me.
I have a lot of
I have like
channels.
8.
I have like 3 that I know of that are all connected under one Gmail, and then more after that. But
all over one email? I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, no, you can set up all over one email. When I click on my YouTube profile, it pops up with TheCanadianDyno, Matt Haverstock, and then Chuck Biggs, my 3 ones. Chuck Biggs was the name of my character from the first play that I did. But no, so anyway, so my teacher shows my exam to every new coming grade 9 class, and so all those grade 9s know who I am, and then the next year's grade 9s know who I am, and then the years after know who I am. So when they see me in the hallways, they're like, hey, you're that guy from that video that I know from O'Mara's class, and then I know these guys are drama students. So we were both like decent. Yeah, like I'll give him his pedestal and say that he was probably more well known than me, but I was still decently known.
Yeah.
Like
Did you sign autographs though?
Fair enough. I didn't walk into a grade 9 drama classroom and then sign a whole bunch of autographs like this guy did.
I signed. Take this in. I'm what?
It's
17?
not even. Yeah,
I'm 17.
It's not even that far into the 12th, into our last year of high school too.
And I remember getting called down because I used to do the announcements, which is basically the annoying guy over the like that. Today in PE, you're going to be doing this, and please, if Mrs. Dixon, in, room 102 for archery class, like, whatever, right? And I remember, the drama teacher he's talking about, they're like, Zach, can you come down to 102? The kids want to meet you. And I thought it was a joke. So I went down there like, haha. And I literally opened the door, and they're like, oh my God. And I felt like Justin Bieber. Like, they're screaming my name. They're like, Zach.
Nothing
Dunn,
I've had
Zach,
has ever come to that.
I'm like,
not
what?
even close.
And then I have to like play it up, like, hey, how you doing? I was like shaking hands. People were like getting emotional. I'm like, what is going on?
It's to prep him for 5 years down the line where he goes to his local grocery store and has that experience.
Wait, what?
When you get popular enough on YouTube and you go to the grocery store and everyone's like, oh my God, it's so done.
Well, bro, I went to anyway. So I guess we'll transition. I went to I have this week off from. Anyways, we finished exams and whatever. And I went to a house, like a uni party. Then I went to Hops, which is a bar, and then I went to the Corral, which is another kind of bar-ish. And I saw everyone from that we went to like elementary school and high school together. And I have video evidence. They started freaking out.
I would
and
love to see video evidence.
chanting my name, Matt.
Really?
Chanting my name.
Really?
I'm like, what? What is like?
And these weren't even people that you like.
No, these are
crazy. Or what? Like who was there again?
like Matt, Justin.
Okay, Matt. I saw. Matt looks really different now.
Matt Lyon. I know.
he
He's
looks
huge.
really different, and
So
somehow he's tall actually.
I know. And they're like, yo, I want to be in your. And they're like, yo, put this in your vlog. Put this in your vlog. So here's the footage, and I'll put it in here so you guys can watch it as well. But I have to make a video about this as well. I just skipped through like 80 videos.
Just a picture of Dawson. Oh jeez. Who's?
So, anyways, that girl came up to me. She's like, "What are they saying?" They're like, "Zach Dunn," and she's like, "Wait, who that?" And I didn't record it, but she's like, "Wait, who are you?" And Justin comes up. And she's like, "That's Zach Dunn, bitch."
How drunk were they?
How do you? Everyone was super drunk. But,
Fair enough.
But no, they were really happy to see me. Like genuine. They're like giving me big hugs, and they're like, "Yo, we love your videos."
Well, there you go.
I'm like, but then again, were they being sarcastic?
I don't know.
I don't know. It seemed pretty genuine.
You know what? At the same time, everyone always says a drunk man's talk is a sober man's thought.
Oh wow.
So,
what
you
that's
say
actually
when
pretty
you're
good.
drunk is actually what you think personally. So if you have people
wow.
that are drunk that are complimenting you, that's even better.
Yeah.
Because you know that people that are drunk won't bullshit you if they're that drunk.
Dude, that's super deep.
Yeah, exactly.
That's actually super deep, man.
There you
Holy
go.
shit.
I gave you guys all a tip.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I think of it, at least.
And they, anyway, so Braden's girlfriend and then Kaylee, another girl we went to high school with, they're like, yo, like, set up a good thumbnail. So they're like, both girls were like around me, and I guess I'll try to film this today, and I'll put it out. You guys maybe will see it, maybe not. But basically, it's just gonna be me explaining footage and whatever. And they're like, yo, set up a good thumbnail. So I'm like sitting where like these two girls are like, like just like having a good time.
You should have got them both kissing your cheek, and then boom.
Oh, that would have been.
That would have been a good setup for a photo too. That's like the classic. Setup.
I'll show you that video too, and I'll put it in here because I think just like the process of that is pretty funny as well.
You've recorded the process of them trying to get.
Well, it was like I didn't want to take a straight up photo because I think I was still recording. I was telling people, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I feel like a hot chick or like literally celebrity because it's the weirdest thing too. I'm like, yeah, like, and they're like, Zach Dunn. And then literally like 5, 10, 20 people are yelling. And now
everyone in the bar is just all
everyone's like looking at me.
Zach Dunn. Yeah,
everyone's looking at me.
You should have plugged the channel. You should have been like, Zach Dunn TV.
Go subscribe.
Would have got 500 subscribers all at once.
I think I got like 10
that night. You know what? That's fine.
Good.
10 is better than 2.
So
and 2 is better than 0.
Everyone was like, yeah, right. Everyone's freaking out, and I was swapping, like, this was like the setup, right? We were swapping. Anyways, we were like swapping stories, and I just like had my phone on I just like had this, and right, and it's just
Fair
like
enough.
this weird like under view, like
it's an angle that you can see everyone in, so it works.
Yeah, so it was kind of funny that way, and we were obviously just talking about whatever stories, and I met obviously a bunch of people, and then this girl was pretty funny. This was one of my really good friends. She went to high school with one of my really good friends, so. So, wait a minute, I edited because she was rambling, but I'll try to find it real quick. Here it is.
Zach Dunn TV is absolutely hilarious.
Zach Dunn TV
is absolutely hilarious. Because she was like, I don't know, everyone was just, it was a good time. Like, people were like really happy to see me, and then they saw me like, Justin, one of my friends, he texted me. He's like, "Yo, man, you coming to the corral? Are you getting some more vlog footage?" And then I went with Maddie and Dawson. Like Dawson's like one of my really good friends, and Maddie's the girl. She was in a couple of my videos. So
if you guys have been watching, you'd know.
If you guys been watching, you would know who both of these people are. And then it was so funny. So people started coming up to Dawson saying, "Yo, you're Dawson Hinton. You're the guy from Zach's videos."
That's sick.
And I posted a photo, and people were commenting on it. They're like, "I'm so glad I knew you before you were famous."
I was gonna say I saw Dawson's comment on it because that's like one of the ones because I liked that photo. I remember it was on the top of my feed at one point, and I read that comment. I was like, "Oh, geez."
Yeah. So Dawson's like, "Yo, this is so weird." It was like a really surreal moment for him because. Yeah, like people were like, "Yo, you're Dawson, you're sick. What's up? My name's Matt, or my name's Justin, my name's Dylan, and whatever." And yeah, people were coming like, "Oh, you're this person. You're in Zach's videos. That's so cool." And they're like, now it's a thing now. People want to be in the videos.
Jeez.
And I'm like, "Yeah, man, dude.
I was gonna
if
say,
you have
let me work you into my schedule. I'll put you right in between Bob and
exactly, yeah.
Billy
I'm
Joe.
like, bro, if you have great story, like uni stories, if you have good stories, hit me up, like straight up. I met perfect example. I'm meeting up with a guy sometime this week. I met him at a party on Thursday, and he was telling me like bus stories because he takes the bus, and crazy shit happens there, and I'm like, dude,
crazy shit happens.
I'm like,
on
let's do a
public
video, and he's
transit,
like,
I'm not gonna lie,
and
It's
he used to
true.
do a podcast too.
Oh, really?
And he goes through my university, and yeah, he's doing a podcast and whatever, and I'm like, yo, dude, hop on the show, man.
Jeez.
Hop on the show.
Let's go. Get as many people in as you can.
And it's just for fun, right?
Fair
And,
enough.
It's like almost like saving the stories in a way, in a bank, because like, I feel everyone has stories.
I was
But
gonna say yeah,
you
always
have to like
forget
talk
them.
to people. Well, yeah, you either forget them or you have to talk to people to get the stories out of. Because, right?
That is true.
It's
That
even
is
like
true.
us. Like we have a bunch of stories written down,
Yeah. I'm just gonna say
and this is like saving them in a way,
it's very nice.
right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, this just to move back onto topic. So yeah, we had drama class. We did a bunch of them. He was a drama.
John Dork.
I was gonna say freak, like you love drama, but
Drama
freak is
freak
like a
works
little
too.
right. So, anyways, this was in grade 8, or I would say grade 8, and we had to do a project, basically we had to write a simple 1 or 2 minute sketch, and act it out, hand in the script, hand in our lines, and I still am. I love SpongeBob. A little bit obsessed with it.
Oh
And
jeez.
You
The new
obviously
episodes
remember
of
this.
SpongeBob.
You remember
the
this.
older ones? Yes, I know. See, I was curious what story he was gonna transition into here, and I was like trying to feed into it. And now I know what's going on.
So, anyways, I'll set up the scene. Me, you,
Yep.
Shane,
Yep.
Isaiah.
Yep.
4 of us.
Yep.
We were watching The Best Day Ever episode on YouTube, and we were just watching a real, and we wanted to pick a scene. Basically, we were copying SpongeBob, in all honesty, and we wanted to copy the scene where he was setting up. I think it was Squidward. He was setting up like the big orchestra.
Yeah, it was at that like last little bit where
Right, and Squidward's reed in his clarinet broke.
Yes.
So he pulled out his tooth.
Yes.
SpongeBob pulled out his tooth and stuck it in
Yes,
there, or
I
something
remember
like that,
this.
right?
That is true. That was
And that's what we wanted to set up, because we were like, yeah, like this, and I went up and like bullshit the whole thing. Yeah, like this sketch is like, dealing with all these themes like friendship and adversity and how you can be there for others. And Isaiah got so nervous because he didn't want
to do it.
He didn't want to
in
embarrass
general.
because it was a very last minute thing. Oh yeah,
couple.
talking the Smarties, and he didn't want to embarrass himself, which I totally get. And we knew it was going to be embarrassing. So I went up and we used like a Lego piece for the tooth, and Isaiah barely said his lines, and we went up. I'm like,
We had Shane as a plant in the audience, I remember.
wait, so what was the setup though? Because it was like he had to yell something.
You had to like shut up, everyone be quiet, and then it was like Shane kept talking, and he was like, and it got annoyed, or you got annoyed at that.
Yeah.
So you like pointed him out and like told him to get the hell out. Or something.
No, wait. It was so SpongeBob. Oh, so SpongeBob doing this whole speech. He's like, guys, this is supposed to be the best day ever, and like Sandy cancelled on me, Patrick cancelled on me, and then we planted Shane in the audience because this was in the SpongeBob episode, and it was like he was pretending to get up as the character in the show, and then we're like, sit down. That's what it was. That's
Oh
what
my
it was,
God,
right?
I remember that. That was so funny.
But no one got it because no one
but I
obviously
thought it
watched
was
the episode.
But I thought it was hilarious. All of us were dying.
I was dying because it was so perfect. Like, sit down. Sit down.
I remember that. Oh my god. I love that.
Oh, and
It's always awkward when you like write in like forced comedy and like all of you think it's hilarious, but then
But
when
no
you're
one gets
actually
it.
performing it, like no one actually laughs. And it's, in your opinion, like the best part of like your show.
yeah.
It's really awkward when that happens.
I can just imagine that's what like stand-up comedians do.
Well, I was gonna say I've seen
when a
stand-up
joke
comedians
doesn't
like
land.
that before,
Yeah.
and I've been in shows before and performances and productions where that's been the case, and I've seen them as well. Oh wow, good job! You just
Just-
dumped a bunch of Smarties all over his
Smarties on him,
laptop,
right?
like 2 of them. Wow!
Well, I got it right.
right on mine.
That both of those went in. But no, that was just
Shame. But no, it's
That was
just
so fun.
It's a terrible thing when your comedy doesn't land with people.
But basically, we got a terrible mark because we didn't hand in a sketch or we didn't hand in lines that we said, and it was like a 30-second thing. I feel like
It was probably like 2 minutes long, maybe. Like, it
Yeah.
wasn't long at all. For some reason, I'm also getting a flashback now to a scene that I did with Josh, Tafari, and Rhea. How this group came to be, I have no freaking clue.
wait, where? What? It was drama.
This was drama. This was with Mr. Clark still.
Wait,
and it was like...
explain the scene. I don't remember.
I don't remember exactly what it was that we had to do or why I was with these people, but
There's an
it was
odd
like, for some reason, it was like... We were like running a restaurant or something like that, and like Tafari was like the manager owner, and I was like, it was like a drug awareness thing.
Oh,
Where it's
okay.
like, don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah.
And I used to call, what was it? I was supposed to like go and ask Tafari like, hey, like I was supposed to like nonchalantly ask him to sell me weed, and I walked up to him and I was like, hey, you got any of the grass?
Got that good?
You got the grass? And it was like,
Got that
for some
lawn
reason,
clippings?
for some reason, that one grass line just sticks in my mind when I think back to like drama in elementary school. It's the first comes the SpongeBob scene, and the
Yep.
next thing is me saying, yo, you got any grass? Everybody laughed at that. I was like, because it was just such an awkward line that was written into the script.
I don't even know if it was that. Maybe just because it was you.
Probably both.
Because you've obviously never done drugs in your
Fair
entire
enough.
life, right? And
Fair
you just
enough.
going up as a
Hey, you got any
12-year-old.
grass?
Yo, you got your voice. You know, your voice was pretty deep back then. But just
Everyone tells me that I had like one of the deepest voices in grade 8.
You did.
And I just sit here and I'm like, no. Like it doesn't seem like it. Like your voice now obviously is deeper than mine, that's true. But
used
even
to fake-
back then it wasn't.
I remember I used to like fake a deep because I didn't hit puberty till I was like in grade 10. So I remember
Grade
I'm
12.
like, literally, I still haven't hit puberty.
Jeez.
And I remember I was like, yo, Matt, like, be honest, like, is my voice like deep? Because like, I'm not trying to make it deep right now,
You
but
know what's weird? Yeah, why does everyone always like on those deep voices? Like you have to have a voice like Morgan Freeman or else you're a child.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Is he like the old and godly god of deep voices?
Basically, yeah. It's like we have like a hierarchy. Like I can't remember who came before Morgan Freeman. Who would it have been? But then there's Morgan Freeman.
Oh,
and now
Lion King guy, Darth Vader voice.
yes, good point. There was him,
Oh my, I don't even remember his name.
Morgan
now.
Freeman. Now we have Zach Dunn. It's like it's a trend that's just gonna keep on going with these deep voice narrators. I feel like you would have a really good narrator voice.
You know, that's what people were saying too, and it's funny you mentioned that because one of my best friends, like his girlfriend, is literally an actor, like straight up.
Oh,
She was
damn.
in Level 6. She was in a movie.
That's okay. That's real
Like,
shit.
and it's literally in theaters. It's kind of nuts. So you guys can look it up. And I was asking her, I'm like, yeah, I mean, obviously the dream is to do voice acting, and she was telling me a lot about it. And yeah, I was getting my haircut the other day too. She's like, oh my god, sweetie, you have such a radio voice. You know that? And I'm like, yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. I mean, at that point, like, obviously I get compliments all the time. Humble brag.
Jeez.
But I'm just like, yeah, like, thanks. Like, I appreciate it. But anyways, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I want to get into voice acting. Like, that's obviously the dream. And she's like, you know what? Like, it's really tough. Like, commercials, you could probably do. I could probably get you in sometime there. I'm like, all right, sweet. But you would not believe the guys with the deepest voices can go so high and do cartoons and characters for girls. And I'm
my
like,
God.
really?
That's wild.
And I'm like, well, I can. I'm like, oh my god, like Lindsay, I just don't even know what you want to do right now. Like, I can kind of do that, but I really have to like practice that. I feel
It is a wild one for sure.
so. I mean, I can definitely get into whatever, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I want they open up a comedy place in like near our house. We should definitely go.
Jeez.
I'm thinking about going and just try and stand
That would
up.
be. I was gonna
just
say,
try and
that would
stand up.
sound, That would sound fun.
And I'd make it into a video, like my first stand-up experience.
My first day. Yeah, exactly. And then
So-
the next thing you know, you blow up. Everyone wants you in Hollywood. You become the new Kevin.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah. Why was I blanking on his name there for a minute? I was just like,
I
yeah,
thought you were gonna say Kevin Durant.
I was
like
just saying
the
Kevin
football-
O'Leary.
or
I'm like,
basketball player.
Kevin O'Leary. What the heck? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I think we'll wrap up here. We've been going for a little while.
For a proper 44 minutes
oh,
and
wow.
6 seconds.
There you go. So, I mean, we have so much things to talk
I was gonna
about.
say
But
there's still so much more that we didn't even talk about here, but at the same time,
I'm
it's
starving.
Just one thing.
I'm really hungry. So
I'm
it's,
hungry too.
we're going to wings. So
Yeah, I'm gonna try the 5. I'm not gonna do the 10 wing blazing challenge. I'm gonna do the 5 wing blazing challenge.
are you actually gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna order 5 blazing wings.
You're gonna see a video of Matt's
I was
reaction.
gonna say, after seeing your buddies go for it and give it a go, it's like I want to give it a go. I'm like I can do better.
Oh, dude, it was awful.
I can guarantee
It was
you I can do
awful.
better.
It was so bad.
Watch
man.
me. I'll tell him to pull out his phone as I'm taking a bite.
Yeah,
and we'll
I'll
see
get
what
your
happens.
reaction.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys want to see Matt on here more, let me know because we have some good
Down
chemistry.
there in the comments.
Right, guys, leave a comment below what we should do next. Subscribe, hit
This
the bell
is now,
button.
This is reminding me now of that one channel me and Chris watch of those girls that were from our high school.
Oh yeah,
Can't remember what it's called.
the Noobtubers. The Noobtubers.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah,
was.
they were literally like that.
Jeez.
But yeah, no, let me guys know, and it was pretty fun. Like we have good chemistry, and I could literally talk for hours.
Yeah, I mean, I could go
And
for
we've
another
done
hour
it
and a half
before.
for sure. Yeah,
Like-
we've done it before in a car ride and not in a car ride too.
Yeah. So, yeah, let me guys know. Hope you guys enjoyed. Just chilling with Matt. I don't know. That's the name. That's what I'm gonna go for. And yeah, we'll see you. See you guys.
Peace.
See ya.